You will enjoy this assignment. It is the most constructive that I've awarded in quite some time. With Gaul finally integrated into the Empire, we are free to expand our northern boundary to its logical extreme, Britannia. Yes, Romans have gone there in the past, but never before with the intention of establishing a permanent presence. I grant you a huge, fertile province in which to build a major port city, to be called Londinium. In keeping with the richness of this new province, I expect you to achieve very high ratings. The barbarians who live on Britannia thought their island would always keep them safe from the Roman Empire. They are likely to be very upset when they see the magnificence of Londinium. Be sure you prepare for armed resistance. Some of the tribes there are laughably weak, but the Celts might give you some trouble.
Yes, Louis, Londinium, a very good map. I like Londinium a lot, actually. Despite Londinium having been the source of my failures in both attempts, but I think I know a way around it now. So yeah, what are things going to look like with Londinium here? We're going to have a bunch of medium insulate. Hey, Igor Bunny. Yeah, so we're going to have a bunch of medium insulate blocks, and then a small patrician block as I can get away with. I'm going to very slowly expand my patrician block. Just because I do want to try to get as far as I can without patricians. However, on this map, you cannot clear it without a sizable amount of patricians, and that is because you only have access to a very small amount of oil, and the oil is going to be very, very expensive. As I realized to my disappointment a few times in the mod challenges. But that's all neither here nor there. We have to start up, and we're going to start by walling ourselves in, and this is to keep the wolves out. Now, I could do the very cheap thing, which is go and wall in all the wolves, which Quasi-Stellar just demonstrated in his little challenge, in the little challenge I set him to become a mod in my community. So we now have a mod, and it's Quasi-Stellar, which it feels appropriate. Quasi's been here. Basically since the start. Since the start of me streaming, anyway. So, first industry we're going to be setting up is going to be one of these land routes. We're going to start up with Lindum, because they buy lots of pottery and they will also buy timber. So we'll set up that trade route. And we're going to have our housing block in around here, because then it's, you know, within close distance of that source of food. Although we won't be feeding anybody soon. So 18 would be 9 2x2s. Yeah. I'm gonna go with 20. Get that set up. Clear that away. And oops, we're gonna put a couple houses on this side as well. Just for industry to sponge off of. Yeah. Well, he should have it. If he shows up in the chat, we'll be able to see Quasi's fancy new sword. He did wall off his wolves, which is pretty shameful, but he did do a very good job. So yeah, I think Quasi is still streaming though. I don't know if he saw my message letting him know I was going live. But you got a hot take ready? Yeah. We'll see what kind of bait gets Quasi to swing his sword. We'll see. Okay. Okay. Kind of wonder how Quasi will be as a mod. Will he be just? Will he be cruel? We'll soon find out, I imagine. So we'll have a few of those. And we'll have... Let's do 3 to start. That's going to mean 6 pottery workshops. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, and 6. And we'll stick an engineer's post here. This guy accepts timber. And this guy accepts pottery. Now, is this all properly walled off? I think so. Yeah, it looks like we're all well walled off. Did I actually open the trade route? I did. Good. And we just have to tell them to export. Okay. And let's get this stuff rolling. We immediately start with a pot. That's okay. Caesar gives us his bailout money, and we'll have all the people starting to move in here. And before I forget, let's make sure we have a doctor. So we don't want to have we don't run into the problem of having food be an issue. Okay, I've gone and done the same mistake I usually do. Yeah, any real city starts with a federal bailout. Exactly. I'm glad you understand, Kentucky Shark. Okay, so we need a few more houses. May as well have a bunch more houses. We gotta boost our wages a little bit, and we'll slash taxes since we're not going to be collecting any useful tax off these guys anytime soon. Oh, wonderful. We got a blessing from Mars. That's great. But I am going to need to set up my industry soon enough. Okay, so now we've got a little bit of unemployment, which is ideal. There we go. We're selling off the wood. Now we're up to 500 citizens. And these wolves are ready and waiting for their snacks. Well, they will have to be dealt with eventually. Hey, Kurt. Ah, I didn't know it always happens on the same night. That's a handy thing to know. Is it always the same month, like between game to game, or is it once you set it up? So Karu is same. Based on the map. Interesting. Okay, so if you pay attention to that, you can find it. I unfortunately was not paying attention since I didn't know that was a thing. Oh well, we'll find out. We're gonna set up Javelin Fort, and I'll put the barracks here for now. We'll move the barracks later. Okay. Oh, that's a very handy thing to know. So I wasn't really paying attention. I just built 6 pottery workshops, assuming that would be enough. Was that enough? These pottery workshop builds about 5. God, why is math so hard? No, I need more. Yeah, so I need probably four more workshops. 40 is a lot of pottery indeed. And we currently produce just a bit under 30. So if I get two more clay pits on the go. So I don't actually need to leave trees for these timber yards to work, but it just feels wrong to have them cutting down non-existent trees, so I'm going to leave those trees there, because otherwise it just ain't right. It just ain't right. And we will close up this wall here. So we need 4 more pottery workshops. And let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. Am I producing enough timber? 32 out of 40. Each one of these puts out just under 8, so that's 16, 32. I need more timber yards as well. Two more should be more than enough. And there, that should be slightly overproducing. Contaminated water, oh dear. And we've got labor shortages again, so we'll add in some more. Oh, 9.6 carts a year, so basically 10. Okay, so I've actually way over. Well, just the 5th one should allow us to max things out and have a bit of a surplus. I just round the workshops up to 5, and then we'll just do a little bit of just add an extra 1 or 2 and have some surplus. There's no problem with having a little bit of surplus. Okay, so let's put this military academy down. So now these guys will be academy trained, since they have 2 guys with academy training. I'll go take care of these wolves. Okay, wolves are taken care of. Yeah. That's true. The 1 pottery a year won't save you from the debt. Yeah, so I probably could just think of them as 10 and be 1 short. But I like having surpluses of materials, so then I find things just kind of run a bit better if you do that. Right, so then we need to set up our weapons exports. So we'll start importing iron. we'll open up trade with Kaleva, and we will export weapons. We're also going to want to set up that industry. And we could just go ahead and delete all that stuff. And we'll need 2 warehouses. Is this guy getting labor access? He is. Okay. And he will be accepting iron. How many weapons does Kaleva buy? He buys 40 weapons. My goodness. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There'd be another 10 workshops. So how to do this? Oh, let's just let that. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, like so. Okay. Whatever. We'll do it like that. And we'll have another engineer's post over here. And hopefully they'll be able to reach down here. Rome is paying more wages. So we'll up our wages by a little bit. Okay, now we have big labor shortages. And that's okay. I'm actually going to go open this area up. Okay. Wolves are easily dealt with. And we'll come down here. Oh, I left a wolf behind. Yeah, I know. The dying wolf's noise is pretty sad. Uh-oh. Oops, I didn't set these up properly. You are only accepting weapons. You are only accepting iron. Good. And let's just move the barracks. Put it over here. And we should get our first couple of Legionnaire forts going. I may actually already be in trouble. And I'm going to make sure we only export over a handful of weapons. Because I need the labor really bad, I'm going to put more houses in here. Oh, Caesar wants pottery. I do not have the pottery for Caesar just yet. I'll do it the easy way and just set our exports over 10. Okay, these labor shortages are really starting to hurt. So if I'm able to get all these small tents to evolve, that might actually, it'll go a good way to helping with the labor shortage. Okay. But what I really need is a good chunk more of more workers. So we're gonna put in another another big block over here. On top of this agricultural land. Oops, I really messed up the placements. Well, it's just a bit more of Caesar's money. No big deal. Caesar's going to be pretty upset with me, though. These guys are just going to be here to be a labor battery. And I'll come back and help them out later. Imperial dispatch is ready. Here you go. Oh, I haven't slashed my wages yet, so let's do that. And we'll drop these exports back down to 0. Okay. Alright, so by raiding the piggy bank, I was able to pay off the city's debts. And these people moving in right now should take care of the unemployment problem. Caesar's grateful for the 10 pottery. Okay. We're back in debt. That's okay. With everything working properly now, we should be basically printing money here. Now between the blessing from Mars and my army, I think we should be able to handle this first attack. The blessing from Mars might even kill these guys entirely. So we got the Spirit of Mars. Yeah, okay. So he basically wipes these guys out. Great. So we'll send everybody back. Yes, thank you, Mr. Mars. Although my army would have been able to handle that attack. We did have enough of an army to kill them. And let's we're gonna want a low bridge right here, so we can start producing food for these guys. But I want to build up a bit of a surplus before I do that. Okay. Okay, good. So we've got the money now. Let's go ahead and start feeding people. So put a granary right here, and we'll have another one right there. This granary. Oh, I forgot to kill the wolves on the island. So let's go do that. And yeah. Right, so we're gonna feed everybody grain. Sure, why not? We'll block it off like that. I'll put the road through. Get more wheat farms. Ah, no, that's not going to work. Okay. So that'll be one more over. Like so. Okay. I'm going to put a handful of houses. Oh, I can't even put 4x4 of houses in there. There we go. We can fit one there. And I'll have a reservoir over here. Put a fountain there. And I'll have an engineer's post over here. Let's even have a doctor. Because I don't want these guys to just randomly die. I need another temple, so let's just toss a temple of the series in here. Oh, whoops. I thought I selected the all thing, but I did not, so we're going to do this the old-fashioned way. Call a small temple for Neptune, small temple to Mercury, small temple to Mars. I do. Quasi-Stellar is now my galley slave slash moderator. He beat Londinium on very hard in less than an hour, although he did wall in some wolves, which I was tempted to make him do the whole thing over again for. It is a tisk, but you know he beat it in. He cleared the map in like 40 minutes, something like that. So considering he had 20 minutes to spare, I figured, well, he probably would have figured it out easily on his own. So I decided to give him that as a gimme. Uh-oh. Are these guys gonna get killed by the wolves? Okay, they made it. They managed to defeat the wolves. Good job. This guy is gonna be getting wheat. You should only be accepting wheat. Let's switch the view back this way. And I'll put a couple markets down. Yeah, maybe. If he did, like, you know, that's fine. I have no. If someone else beats me to the mod challenge, that's all well and good, you know. I would be quite interested to see anyone do that mod challenge. So I would not be overly salty. I'd be a little salty about it, but not overly salty. I would be a normal amount of salty about it. So we're gonna go build our somewhat abusive wall. Definitely the time, because it's three reasonably challenging maps. And you have to clear them all in less than 3 hours. So any kind of like slip up could will obviously set you back a little bit, and you know it's easy enough to recover from that on one map. But if you slip up more than a couple times across the 3 maps, then you're suddenly in big trouble. Okay. So unemployment is starting to rack up here. What with all these empty houses. Okay. We are slightly overproducing on timber here. So I'm going to put down a couple furniture workshops and we'll start making furniture. You will be accepting furniture. And could do yet another furniture workshop. Yeah, why don't we do 3 furniture workshops here? And if the timber thing becomes a problem, I'll just squeeze in another furniture workshop. And I'll put another warehouse here. He's going to be getting furniture. And we'll have a warehouse down here. He's going to be getting pottery. So I don't have very far to go, so we're just going to run over there and grab it. So let's get these people some entertainment. We can get them a library. Okay, good. And now everyone is evolving into small castles. So this military academy is causing us quite a bit of grief in terms of desirability. So I'm just going to move it over here, away from the houses. We'll toss another engineer's post in here just to make sure it doesn't cause any trouble. Okay. Alright, so those farms aren't quite cutting the mustard in terms of feeding everybody. So we'll add a few more farms. We've got a pretty big, pretty large amount of unemployment anyway, so we can afford to just toss down more farms. Again, the corners here are kind of annoying. So, yeah, we're just one off from being able to put another farm in there. Oh well, we'll put it there. We're in debt again. That's fine. We'll pay it off. Military is well on its way. So we should now be safe from any military threat. I'm quite certain that the amount of troops I have is more than sufficient to deal with anything the Celts might throw at us. Okay, let's put some baths here, and we'll move this small temple to Mars over here. What could I improve on to save on time? I think having a more solid plan might help. Knowing exactly what I'm going to do. There was a bit of winging it involved in my previous attempts. And that, like, my plan was basically, okay, build a bunch of castles. When you get to this many housing, this many people, build your patrician block. Which, you know, in hindsight, maybe I needed to be a bit tighter on my plans. Or that style also meant that prosperity was climbing slowly. Because you can only get so far with castles, right? So my new plan is to build insulate blocks, and insulate blocks will raise your prosperity a good way on their own. Do we have another attack? Oh, it's a local uprising, inspired by Mars. Ah, yes, of course it was inspired by Mars. I haven't been building temples. So, hey, Quasi. Oh, look at that sword. A nice fresh sword. Well done, by the way, Quasi. You made it look easy. Alright, those guys should be fine. His sword is still clean, yes. He's yet to time anybody out or do anything with it. Cease to ban everyone. Yes. Please don't ban my entire chat. I do like having people in my chat, but I'm sure he'll be reasonable. Only half them. Good, good, good. That's fair. Or maybe 1 in 10, you know? That would be a properly Roman amount to ban. Okay. So unemployment is still very high. Oh right, the gods are upset, and I have done nothing to make them happy. So exactly. There you go. So we got more temples here. That should turn things around for us. Make the gods not hate us quite so much. Alright. So I think this one getting warehouse is not quite doing the job for this insulae block here. There's just so many of them. Okay. Let's try plazing this up. Okay. And if we just toss some large statues in the middle. There we go. Okay, now they're happy. And we can get to work bringing these guys up to snuff. We should be basically maxing out our industry. This is proconsul, I believe. Let me just double check. It's Londinium. Which is it? No, proconsul is Carthage. Yeah, proconsul Londinium. Consul is Caesarea, and I can't remember what the military map is. Okay, so these guys seem to be stable at medium insulae, which is great. Yeah, big unemployment issues. Don't have a quick and easy solution to that, because as soon as I bring these guys up to medium insulae level, I'm going to have unemployment problems again. But let's do it anyway. So you accept pottery. And then down in here, we'll have 2 furniture workshops and timber yard. I'll put a warehouse here. Accepting furniture. And we'll put the granary on the corner. of, number of farms. Like this. Okay. Toss another wheat farm here. Put a library. Put a theater. And I'm going to put the amphitheater up here. Can have a gladiator school down there. And let's put the actor colony all the way over here. Why not? I'm also going to add an engineer's post over on this loop. Okay, so this should help with the unemployment problem, temporarily at least. And I don't want to tax these people. So I could go through here and make sure I have only 2x2s, but it's not quite worth the bother. And oh yes, Caesar wants stuff. Let's make sure we're only exporting over 10. I may actually want a little bit more pottery now because of this this block. So I'm going to add 1 clay pit and 2 pottery workshops to the block. It's not like I have labor shortages or anything. Imperial dispatch is ready. Excellent. There you go, Caesar. And then actually, I'm just gonna leave that export over 10 rule. My legions should be more than enough to deal with these scrubs. Yeah, there you go. They're all dead. Not a problem. Caesar's grateful for the pottery. Excellent. Okay, so that's nice and stable. Yes, that's why these guys aren't evolving. I didn't give them any markets. So that should do the job. Rome just raised wages again, so we'll bump it up to 38 to stay competitive. And once these market ladies start running around, we should see these guys evolve. And we're gonna want a doctor. So let's plaza that up. Is that wages going up again? No. What was that event? Is Caesar being grateful? Oh, lower price. They've cut the rate on pottery. Great. Thanks a bunch, Caesar. You're really a pal. So let's put down some baths. And take a look, see if she goes all the way around. She does. Perfect. So 1 bathhouse will cover the whole bunch, which really is ideal. These are all evolving. Pretty sure 1 workshop can support about 20 houses, so we should be fine. And these guys will have everything they need for to become medium insulae, eventually, anyway. Just spam out some large statues and everyone will start to evolve. Maybe just fill in a bit more space with medium statues and people will be nice and happy. There we go. Alright, we're just waiting for pottery to show up, but these guys should all evolve nicely. No bathhouse access. Of baths. She gets caught up in the granary there. Let's switch over to our Bathovision. Okay, so we've got baths here. Let's see if adding a bathhouse there will help. Oh, theft. Probably due to lack of food somewhere. Food stocks. These guys are getting fed. Oh no, it's just the massive amounts of unemployment. Okay, well, to deal with that, we're just gonna build a water park. So we'll have a nice water park right here. Go. And this can be our a labor bank. Just clickety click 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 click. All right, there we go. We just slashed our unemployment with some Roman make-work programs. Gods are all grumpy because I'm over 3,000 population, but don't have enough temples for them. I could spam more temples over here. Why don't we just spam more temples over here? So I'll do another set of temples here. And add a couple more down here. Seems as though I need more farms in here. So let's add some more wheat farms. Like so. Okay, hit unpause. Let's see if that fixes the food issues we're having over here. Venus is upset. Okay, it'll take a while for them to turn around. This is all because we got the we've got a curse from Venus. Oh, we're actually short a temple for Venus, so let's fix that. Alright, so we have the Flooded Clay Pits event. Okay. Low entertainment. Okay, they just don't like where they live. Maybe if I do that, they'll evolve a bit. They do. Okay. So those guys are getting angry because they're not getting fed. Yes, yes, yes. Shouldn't be having issues feeding them in here. Yet I am. I'm gonna move things around a little bit. So I can fit more wheat farms to this area. that actors colony. I was just going to shift it over one. There we go. So people are upset with me. Low wages prevents immigration. Oh, okay. There was a raise in wages that I didn't notice. That should fix it though. Okay. These guys working? No, they're not. You guys... none of those are working. Okay. What to do about it? I am going to eventually need more housing in here, but I'm way below, and once all this stuff moves in again, it'll be okay. People are pleased. Lack of housing. What are you talking about? There's loads of housing over here. Are people moving in now? Yeah, okay, people are moving in. Okay, granaries have filled up. Okay, so that library isn't going all the way around. Fine, let's just put another library in here. One of the problems with big blocks like this, it can be a bit tricky to get all the services to everywhere they need to go. But having large blocks like this means you get the most bang for your buck out of your service buildings, in my opinion. Okay, so those have all evolved. Good. Mostly good. Okay, good. Although due to all these 1x1s in here, yeah, there are a lot of 1x1s in here. We are probably consuming a lot more than we should be in terms of goods. Yeah, because these 1x1s are all little. All those little 1x1s are consuming just as much as the. Was it 2x2s? So, a few ways I could try to deal with that. So I could delete them and just rebuild, but I'm going to go with the lazier way, which is to just produce even more furniture. I ain't got time for messing around with little 1x1s. But with deleting and rebuilding little 1x1s. So we're just going to be a bit inefficient about it. And we've got the unemployment to spare, so it'll be fine. Yeah, okay. So furniture is currently the issue, but they're going to be consuming just as much pottery, so pottery could be part of the problem as well. Okay. Now, let's start working on a patrician block. I do want to build it now, and this inland lake has no access to the sea. Oh right, that's because of this this bridge here. Let's temporarily cut that road. We'll make it ship's bridge, so that it now has access to the sea and the docks are okay. Okay, so we'll put 2 docks. We're going to open up trade with Lutetia. And we will import oil, we will import wine, export wheat, and we'll open up trade with these guys. And we will export vegetables. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 warehouses. This one's going to be accepting oil. This one will be accepting wine. This guy is accepting wheat, sorry. And this guy is accepting vegetables. I'm actually going to build my patricians off of this block. I think 1 wheat farm and 2 vegetable farms will probably deal with that. Then I'll have... I think I'm only going to need 2 food types for the level of patrician. Oh, well, why not just go all the way and have all 3 food types? I'll be accepting meat. Okay, we'll be accepting wheat. And we will be accepting vegetables. Which one did I say? Wheat. So I'll have wheat in here. Some veggies. Okay. I'll put the baths over here. Give them a theater, an amphitheater, a coliseum. Squeeze a hippodrome in over here? No, I definitely can't. Okay, so we're going to put the hippodrome over here. And we'll just have a little bridge. Comes and gives access to the hippodrome. We'll have our hippodrome workers over here. And if I put the chariot maker here, I think it'll go, should come across like this. And gladiator school. Actor colony and lion house. Okay. Give them access to all of the gods. Okay. Make sure we tax them. Oops, we've got big labor shortages. So we'll delete the good chunk of the water park. There we go. Okay, the military has handled this attack, no trouble. Send them all back, and just to be safe. Oh, okay, I've already maxed out the amount of legionnaires I can have. Good, good, good. Okay, so now they want educational stuff. So we'll put down one of those. Well, I just deleted the water park, so the water park is gone now. Because we're now trying to make some patricians on this island. Okay. So these guys will be getting pottery and furniture. This is full of vegetables. This is filling up with meat. Okay. We're in debt. It's probably because of the oil. Oil costs an enormous amount of money. Am I taxing these guys? They are being taxed. Good. So we're still waiting on pottery. Flooded clay pit. Alright, I may as well... Well, actually, we've got quite a bit of unemployment. But as soon as these guys start evolving, that's going to go away. City's back in debt. So where did he go to get that pottery? Probably went pretty far. And next we're going to need a hospital, so we'll put that there. We're definitely going to need a doctor and a barber. I'll probably have to do some fine-tuning to make sure they're getting access to all these things, but... Okay. Okay, Barber's gone through there. There we go. So they're starting to evolve into villas. Right, I'm going to have to move that back a bit to make room. Let's fill that in with gardens. There we go. Okay. Yeah, so the nice thing about the palaces is once they merge, once you get up to large insulae, they will always merge into 2x2s. Okay. So let's see if doing this will provide us with the desirability we need. It does. Okay. So it doesn't like the vegetable farms. Fair enough. Let's remove the vegetable farms. We can replace them with large statues. And we can just move them over here. We'll add a few extras. Just moving the vegetable farms did the trick. Caesar wants furniture. Fill it in with gardens. There, actually. Risk fire. Ah, so we did not get a perfect merge here. Oh, that's fine. We'll just get rid of those. Fill this space in with gardens, and we should be fine. Yeah, they don't have range at all. Toss a statue in there. There we go. So we've got 4 luxury palaces, plus a couple medium villas. But this will be all the patricians I will use in this for this map. Oh yeah, there you go. I could just move this granary. So why don't we do that? It's a good idea, Quasi. That was my meat granary, so put it here. The plebs rule London now, yes. This will be a plebeian city. And we'll just add a couple more meat farms, just in case. What's that third type of food? We'll get to that third type of food. Just put a large statue here. That should evolve. Yes, you'll just lose the food, but it's really not that big of a deal because you houses will store a certain amount of food, and the markets will store a certain amount of food. So the amount of food that's in the markets won't go away. It's just the food that was sitting in the actual granary will disappear. Okay. So we're getting into a good amount of debt here. Taxes are 8%. People love me, so let's raise taxes up to 12. Especially with these lovely palaces here. we should start making some real money off of these taxes. There we go. Is it a luxury palace? It's a luxury palace. So we'll just wait a little bit. Rome's paying more wages. Great. Alright. And... okay, we've got a bunch of people moving into this neighborhood. We can... why don't we just squeeze more workers in here. There we go. Just to help with the unemployment. Okay. There we go. We're back to being solvent. Putting my palaces here has helped with one of the problems I was experiencing in the before. I used to like to put my luxury palaces over here and then just have warehouses getting stuff. So that led to me importing more oil than I really needed, which imploded my budget. This should be more stable though. I could probably even get even more patricians in here if I wanted to, but I don't. I'm going to build some more houses in here, but I'm going to try to keep them below the patrician level. Which I think I'll be able to just by keeping them away from some of the goods and services. Okay. Clay pit. How annoying. We are really struggling to keep up with the output over here. Oops. So I'm going to put another clay pit into our pottery workshops. Made it to 5,000 population. Perfect. We've got 6 temples, so the gods are happy. They're not getting food. It's a good way to make sure they don't evolve. Putting a market in here should get them some food. Pottery, okay. We're running pretty lean on our pottery here. Imperial dispatch is ready. Good. See if these couple of extra pottery workshops will make any difference. Or access to employees. I may have gone a bit too far. Okay. Let's toss a reservoir back here. Put some houses in behind here. I might develop these into a little block if I have to, using this bit of farmland here. Okay. So I'm gonna try to keep these guys at the medium. Actually, I could bring them up to large insulate. And that would probably be worthwhile. Still have unemployment. Okay. Ah, nice. Okay. Put a large statue in there. So now they want school access. School there. Maybe a large statue over here will help. Large statue back here. Okay. So they want a barber. Okay. Send in a few troops. Okay, so that's them dealt with. Send everyone back. Have a flooded clay pit. So we'll put another clay pit down. Oop, okay, so they... I know, the clay pit is the most annoying thing ever. So they've gone and evolved past where I wanted them to evolve to. What if I delete these gardens? Will they devolve because of desirability? Nice. Okay. Alright. Put a single garden. Okay. One more garden. Oh. Garden there? Nope. Well, I mean, I guess it's fine if there's a single villa there. It's not a big deal. Alright. Whatever. Let's not stress about it. Okay, so we aren't producing enough furniture for these guys. So let's add another 2 workshops. Although the real problem is probably labor shortages, so let's just resolve the labor shortage problem with large. It's a rather large block. What was that? 22? Something like that. I'm just going to build some massive housing blocks here. Excellent. And eventually these guys will be medium insulate. It's sort of like a one of Jake's classic figure 8 blocks. It's not quite a not exactly a figure 8, but a similar kind of idea. Stick baths over here, and water coverage is such that we could put one over there. And we'll throw some small temples around. And then we have an extra temple to put somewhere. Why not there? Yeah, I've seen some of the blocks on the on Caesar 3 Haven. That's probably labor shortages causing me trouble. Yes, and that's the same issue I've taken with them. They tend to like. You have way too many services for way too few citizens, so it's kind of like what's even the point? You end up with a with less. You end up wasting money on services. Oops, I forgot engineers posts. Which are very important. That's fine. Oh my god. Yeah. Yeah, you're not gonna get anywhere quick with that. Yeah, who needs engineers? What have they done for us anyway? Okay, 2 engineers, but should actually be enough for this. Yeah. Okay. Where's all my immigrants at? Oh, they're all leaving. Great. What's the problem? High taxes. Okay, Let's drop taxes down to... well, why not? Let's just drop it down to 6%. Get the labor issue sorted out. Well, we've actually already hit our prosperity target, which is usually the toughest target to hit. Just to stop these guys from revolting, I'll put a put one of those there. Okay. This is one of Jake's challenge maps, yes. This is the second of the three. The first one is Caesarea. And then, so it's Caesarea, Londinium, and Massilia, and you have to beat them all in 3 hours or less. I've gotten an annoyed Mars, so we have ourselves a revolt. Now I'm not attempting to beat this in the time it would take in the race time. Obviously, so I'm just chilling out on 200% speed here, which is actually the speed I feel most comfortable playing the game at. Below 200%, the game just feels slow to me. Okay. Some libraries. Maybe even 2 of them. I'll try putting the Actors Colony here. And Gladiator School here. Let's take a look at the water coverage. Oh, okay. I goofed slightly when I was putting down the fountains for this block. It's okay. Okay. So there are a lot of them, but there's a lot of us too, so we'll be okay. Okay, no problem. Yeah, the military aspect on this map is not part of the challenge, really. The military side is quite easy to deal with. Okay. Whatever reason. Okay, there we go. That's doing it. Okay, we have baths. Is everyone getting access to the baths? They are. So we're going to need some furniture. Let's say 2, 3, 4. Hopefully that'll be enough. And yeah, let's go with so this can be a sort of local pottery production area. We'll have pottery here. And that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pottery workshops. Let's put an engineer's post here. The population is climbing up. Once these guys evolve up to medium intellect, we should be in good shape. How are they not getting enough entertainment? Oh, they're not getting access to theaters. Huh. Okay, let's put a theater down over here. That should help out. Good. Do they have amphitheater access? They do. Okay. No employees live nearby. Wrath of Mars. Uh-oh. He he deleted one of my my units. Fair enough, Mars. Fair play to that. Okay, so here come the guys. Let's just spam out some more temples here. Okay, so we need one more temple to Mars somewhere. How about there? Okay. Oh yeah, I don't have labor access over here. Let's add a fountain there, and that should do the trick. Flooded clay pit. Alright, there we go. So, okay, now they want doctors. Okay, we can have doctors. Local uprising. These guys should be enough to deal with them, and they were more than enough to deal with them. Good. Okay. Okay, so these guys have all evolved. We can stuff even more houses into this block. We'll probably need a few more wheat farms. Favor's okay. After this, we're gonna have to do some culture spam, and then we'll have all the bits we need. But this feels pretty good. I'm at an hour and a half or so. This is playing the map on at about 200% speed. Yeah. They just spamming culture doesn't feel good, but it's what you gotta do. I don't know what sets C3 apart from the other ones. I think thematically it's a lot more fun. Like just having those little cutscenes where like Caesar yells at you and throws a cup of wine, and it's pretty fun. It's also like it's a bit simpler than the other ones. Like it doesn't like if you look at Pharaoh, Pharaoh's got like a fairly expansive like supply chain you have to be able to like supply everything, and like that's fine, and it adds to the difficulty of the game. It definitely adds to the difficulty of the game. But you know, it's just kind of meh. Um, just build more of the, you know, you're just doing more. Sometimes. Yeah, I don't like Pharaoh as much as Caesar. Caesar is my favorite one of the city builders. Although I would say that objectively, I think Pharaoh is a more difficult game. It doesn't have quite the same kind of spirit that Caesar does. Yeah. Yeah, like Caesar, like, you know, it's fairly simple, right? Like, whereas Pharaoh, it'll have service buildings that you also have to supply with stuff. Like you need to supply the schools with papyrus. Okay, fine, makes sense. Whereas in Caesar, you just build a school and it does school stuff, and like that's fine. Like, I think part of so like, you know, Pharaoh is interesting in terms of being a bit more of a challenge. Yeah. Put this here, I guess. Why don't we make a big hideous road network? Let's see what happens. If this whole thing will fall apart as a result. It might. Hooking up your road networks like that isn't always a good idea. So we're still struggling to get enough food in here. We'll put that through there. And we'll just spam the bejesus out of farms. It's the technical. Yeah, those cart pushers were glitched out when the granary collapsed. It's an unfortunate glitch, and you can't even get rid of them. They're just stuck there forever. Probably if I did something like reload the map, they would go. Yeah, probably if I saved and load, they would go away. But it's not enough of a problem for me to do that. Or I don't care enough about the problem for me to do that. maybe that's the most honest response to that. So let's put a well there. Okay, surely this will be enough. Oh, it doesn't fix it? Nah. That's too bad. And I'm gonna put another granary here. You accept wheat. Switch you to getting wheat. And we'll see if this resolves my food production issues. So right now, that's the big issue we're facing. Maybe if I put a granary back here. We'll just move that gladiator school to there. Your job is getting wheat. And I'll add a market to the back. Okay. Okay, great. So now food should be making it down here. These guys are so fluctuating. Why? Allegedly food is the problem. We'll see if a couple markets don't help. Let's take a look at my water coverage. So I'd like to put more housing in here. It kind of looks like I can. So we're gonna stuff some more houses in here. It's going to be a big sprawling block here. I could just spam tents, but I don't want to. But tents would probably would just get me the would almost certainly just hit the mission requirement. Put a theater. Throw an amphitheater back here. Oh, sounds like there's a random wolf running around somewhere. We'll see how far that brings this little block back here. Okay, so those guys have stabilized. Lovely. Caesar wants pottery. Great, here you go, Caesar. And okay, my culture rating is abysmal. So what's up with that? It's because there are almost no schools. Libraries are merely good. we have below average theater coverage. So those are all the things that are hitting us in the old culture rating. I'll put down a theater there. Let's go ahead and just fill this in with gardens. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah. That is an extremely useful Excel sheet. Oh, okay, it's not already had a fountain in there. There we go. Just toss a couple of those. Not enough entertainment again. Interesting. Oh. I wonder if that was a double curse. Oh, and you know what's also probably hitting me on the old culture? Is not having enough god coverage. That is probably having a big impact as well. There is one on the Caesar 3 Haven site that allegedly does it, but I've never been able to get it to work properly. So first let's take care of the god coverage problem. That should do it. So we have a local uprising plus an invasion, which shouldn't be a problem. No problemo. Okay, so we'll send the army back. And... oh, nice. Those all evolved nicely. Okay. So why are you guys running into trouble with entertainment coverage? They're not getting theater coverage somehow. Okay. Well, I need to spam theaters anyway, so we'll toss a few theaters down here and see if that helps. That helps a little bit. Oh, there we go. Now they're getting all that coverage. Great. So they're not getting the furniture in here. No. Oh dear. Well, no wonder. Yeah, we're just gonna delete that guy. And switch it over to place accepting furniture. Maybe even just put another warehouse up here. Set to getting furniture. And we'll add a market to this neighborhood. There we go. Okay, so I think we're gonna hit the population target. What else do we have? Okay. Theaters average coverage. So we need more theaters. So theaters are one of the first ones you want to fill up. can't remember which one is more important for culture theaters or libraries, but they're both very important. Okay, how is my library coverage anyway? Above average. Okay. Toss a bunch of libraries in here. Should, yeah, that near instantly brought me up to the culture rating I needed. Okay, so we now have perfect culture, perfect library coverage, perfect theater coverage. Next thing is going to be schools. Yeah, the culture is the only one that is that instantly reflects. Okay. Just throw a bunch of those guys there, and that will take care of the population requirement. And let's see. So perfect theaters, perfect libraries. Okay, we just need more schools. Where can I just stuff a bunch of schools? Well, these guys evolved back here. That's too bad. They devolved, I should say. Throw a bunch of schools down here. Okay, we've hit 10,000 population. Great. And we're just trying to hit our culture target without spamming too much. Just do this, put one of those, and throw down a bunch of schools like so. How are we doing now? Still says academies is the problem, but the real problem is lack of schools. Okay, how about we... Just have a dense school district over here. Great, so that fixed the culture problem. We probably had some random houses somewhere devolve. That's fine. We'll just do a little bit of 10 spam. Whoops. Just a little bit of 10 spam, and that will, or should. Oh, why is my population taking a nosedive? Oh, all these guys devolved. Ugh. Why? What did I do? Ah! I deleted this aqueduct. Well, that'll slow us down a little bit. Migration period, yeah. Let's just up the speed a bit here. This should recover. Yeah, there's still a wolf running around somewhere. Flooded clay pit. Oh yeah, I may as well replace the clay pit. Okay. Population increases here. Let's go all the way up to 500% speed. Things are fluctuating a lot because of the labor shortages. Should even out though. Oh, Caesar wants some furniture. Here we go. Okay. Prosperity took a nosedive because these guys all devolved. Yeah, they even shifted around a bit. So we will delete that luxury palace. Delete those guys. Oh. A bunch of the wall got deleted too. That's not good. Is that because of the So try to look for any green area. Ah, okay. Oh, so if I put a road out to them, will they be okay? Oh, cool.
Everywhere you look in this city, there are job vacancies.
Okay, well, putting down roads fixed some of it. That's very good, care. I like that. I like that a lot. It's the only way to have something stable in your city. So theaters are still perfect. Oh, not Kuru. That's Quasi. Sorry, Quasi. Yeah, some of these tents here are I'm gonna trash my prosperity rating. So we'll delete them. And we're still running. We still need a bit more culture rating, so go down a few more schools. Although I think I just cut everything off here, so it's is the prosperity rating. Rising. School is excellent. So perfect is not good enough. Ah, okay. Oh well. It did fix some of them, though. Okay, libraries are perfect. Schools are still stuck. Schools are still stuck on... Very good. Just add some schools here. Add in a few tents here. Having a big population fluctuation again. Not entirely sure why. Okay, these guys are all fluctuating like crazy. What's the problem? Oh good, we've hit culture rating. Now we just need to hit the prosperity target. And put a granary here. And set it to getting wheat. Are these roads touching at all? Why don't we make these roads touch? Okay. So we'll put those guys in there. Flooded clay pit. Caesar wants the pottery. He can has it. That's gonna be a temple to Mercury. Give these guys a temple to Mercury. Statue here. Okay, so prosperity. What's the problem? It's rising. Good. These guys are stable-ish. Stable enough. Just not going to worry about it. Alrighty. Okay, let's see what happens in December. Prosperity goes up, culture goes down. Okay, prosperity is still rising. What dropped below? Okay, so we have perfect for theaters. That's all that matters. Okay, schools went down to excellent from perfect. So let's just build a few more schools over here. And that should fix it. Oh, we're at 74. So perfect on schools and libraries. Perfect on theaters. How about the gods? Gods are indifferent. Oops. Something like that. I'll probably fix it. It sure did. Okay. We're at 63. Prosperity is still rising though. So I think if I just chill on speed 5 here, we will eventually clear the map. Let's replace those clay bits. Let's see, what do these guys need anyway? May as well evolve them further if I can. Warehouse. Just have him getting furniture. Oh my god. I hate the floating clay pit event. It's so annoying. Ooh, my denarii is disappearing. Are we taxing everybody? No, we're not. These guys are getting taxed. Hardly anyone in here is getting taxed. Should help. Okay. Myers is upset again. Yes, because Mars and Venus don't have many gods. So 2 temples to Mars and 1 temple to Venus will fix it. What do you guys want? Plus 2 to Mars and 1 to Venus. Okay. Oh, that's probably why. Taxes were way too low. Yeah, I annoyed the gods because the temples were uneven. Angry Caesar, 98 favor. Yeah, there we go. I just have to fix the money problem. Because I was losing money, so it was slowing down my my prosperity rating. Okay, so if I want to do this quicker, a few things I'll have to do. I think I'll have to actually build an actually competent palace block in here. This one was very slapdash, but I think this will be the way forward. Is put a small patrician block in here with 4 or 5 luxury palaces. That had me hitting. I had hit the prosperity target very early on by doing that, and then the tax money will let you carry forward. So I think in the no, I can't use forced walkers. Forced walkers aren't allowed for the challenge. So I'll put a small thing of luxury palaces in here. Been pretty good, Evan looking. Thank you. Oh, this is not a nice palace block. I could make this. I can make a much nicer one. So I'll make a more efficient one. I have my. Yeah, I should use hotkeys. In my practice, I'm gonna force myself to use hotkeys because that will make it a lot easier. It'll be a lot easier on my my wrists too. less very fast clicking. Yeah, I think the way forward is on Londinium is going to be to get to around 4,000 or 5,000 population in medium insulate blocks. Build a small luxury palace block, like 4 to 6 luxury palaces, and then just carpet the mat and then just pump out as many medium insulate blocks as I can. I could probably do it in a much tidier fashion than I did here. Just have like 3 or 4 kind of distinct medium insulate blocks. I can have one down here. I could even put one over here and use this farmland. I've always avoided using this farmland because it's kind of finicky. It's just annoying. So yeah, anyway, so that was Londinium. I'm going to end the stream here. I'll probably come back Monday or Tuesday, and I'll stream Massilia. So yeah, this was the quote-unquote minimal luxury palace block. I had, I had 4 to 6 of them here, which is still quite a few. I think I might even in future runs maybe try to have a grand insulate block here, and just have them distinct from the luxury palaces. Not sure though. I'll figure something out. Basically, I need to rearrange this stuff a little bit better. This is pretty inefficient. I have lots of unused land. I do have access to marble, so I could import marble to build oracles, and that would help a lot. You can cram it a lot more if you use some oracles. Yeah. I'm actually pretty happy with how this went. I mean, it was 2 hours, 20-ish minutes to clear Londinium, without any real plan, but the medium insulate plus a handful of luxury palaces seems to work. I was very happy with how quickly I hit the prosperity target, and that was with mostly going at 100 to 200% speed. If I was playing this on 500% speed, I would be able to hit it a lot quicker. Anyway, that's going to be all for now. Let's see if there's anyone online I could raid. And I'll, oh, it's my pleasure. I had a grand old time. Sure, let's go ahead and oh no, Dennis is playing Super Mario. Let's raid Dennis. Have a good one, guys.